What's up everyone? Welcome back to Tidal Gardens. This video is all about a fairly uncommon SPS in the reef keeping hobby. As you can tell by the title, it's the Anacropora. The common name is Briar coral, but I've never heard anyone call them that. The Anacropora is one of those corals where the scientific name is the de facto common name. There's a few of them out there. For example, have you ever heard anyone call this a pineapple coral? Yeah, me neither. Having said that, Briar coral is a somewhat fitting name because as the colony gets larger, the branches fuse together, resembling a briar patch. As far as classification goes, Anacropora is part of the Acroporidae family, along with popular corals such as Acropora and Montipora. I always thought that they kind of looked like a more branching version of a Montipora setosa, especially when you look at the polyps and how they're spaced out on the body, and also how there's no terminal polyps at the tips of each branch like an Acropora would have. As for color variants, I've only seen a few different color morphs, which is kinda disappointing considering how many color morphs the other corals in this family have. So far, I'm only aware of like a tan color, there's an electric green color, and a red color. I'd be interested to see if more color morphs are discovered, but that's a little less likely these days because there's not many corals coming out of Indonesia where these corals are typically found. While I would not be in a huge hurry to recommend this SPS for beginners, it is fairly hardy in comparison to some other SPS. I have not seen crashes like RTN or STN, and I haven't noticed any pests that bother them. Anacropora is a very fast-growing coral, which is both a positive and a negative. Fast-growing SPS make maintaining water chemistry more of a moving target. Keeping constant levels of calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium is not terribly difficult early on, but as colonies grow to, let's say, 10 or even 100 times their original size, they soak up a much higher volume of major and minor elements. So what worked really well in year 1 might not work so well in year 2. Once the colonies start growing, keep an eye out for these parameters and remember that consistency is what to shoot for. Here at Tidal Gardens, we try to keep water chemistry close to natural seawater levels. People like to keep their levels slightly higher than natural seawater because it provides a slight buffer in the event of a dip. But it's really more of a crutch because, again, consistency is the goal rather than any particular value. The upside to fast growth is that this coral is very easily propagated. Let's talk a second about lighting. I would recommend either medium to highlight, anything from 100 par to 300 par. This coral will change color depending on the type and intensity of lighting provided. More light equals a lighter colony color. Medium light, you get more rich colors, brown polyps, which is kind of lost in higher light. In addition to lighting, corals get nutrients from feeding. Anacropora, like many other SPS, aren't ones to put on spectacular feeding displays, and many successful hobbyists don't make any special effort to feed them. That said, if you wanted to be proactive about feeding, take a look at very small meaty fare such as rotifers and consider amino acids as well. Lastly, I would recommend medium to high flow, but again pay attention to the size and density of the colony. As the colony grows and starts to get that bramble shape, less and less flow gets to the interior polyps, so it may be necessary to add flow as time goes on. My worry is, if there isn't enough water flow, you might run into issues where nutrients can't get to the middle of the colony and waste can't get out, leading to a collapse from the inside out essentially. Okay, that just about does it for Anacropora. Thanks again for watching. And if you like these sorts of videos, please give this video a like and stay notified of new videos by subscribing and hitting the bell. Until next time, happy reefing, guys.